In case I forget later, we are parked in row 209. And we're heading that way. Good morning, everyone. It's Ken. Welcome back to Theme Park Flavors, a vegan adventure where we explore some storytelling in theme parks and then eat some plant-based foods. Today is no different. We're here at the Transportation Ticket Center bright and early. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm here for Rope Drop at Magic Kingdom and heading into Liberty Square for some storytelling surrounding the Haunted Mansion and specifically Madame Leota. Great storytelling right there. Then heading into a resort. Not quite sure yet where, but a resort for some lunch, and we just kind of see what the day takes us. But yeah, bright and early, the sunrise over there. Good morning. Thanks for tagging along. Let's go. I kind of like days like this. You just start someplace with somewhat of a game plan in mind, and then just kind of let the day unfold for itself and see where it takes you. I like that. All right, shaken Jamaican cold brew secured, and this is a non-dairy option. I chose almond milk. They also have oat milk. So we're gonna climb aboard the Robert F. Irvine and head into Magic Kingdom. And just like that, we're in. Let's hope we have time to make it to the opening ceremonies at Cinderella Castle. But first, this is what happens when you're forgetful like me and you leave your readers in your car and you don't feel like going all the way back to your car. You pick up new readers. But thankfully, there's pass holder discounts.
Well, hi everybody! Good morning! Gosh, it sure is great to see so many amazing friends.
It certainly is! Oh, I have a feeling today is going to be the best day ever!
You said it, me. On the count of 3, everybody shout, let the magic begin! Are you ready? 1, 2, 3! Let the magic begin! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Bye-bye, everyone!
See ya real soon!
We are in Liberty Square, and while making our way over to the Haunted Mansion and talk about Madame Leota and that storyline, I want to share some fun facts as we're heading that way, including this very important detail to look for when you're coming through Liberty Square that I found fascinating. When you look up, you notice that the shutters are crooked. There's some crooked shutters over here. If you look over here, those are all crooked. And that was done by design. That was on purpose, all in the interest of storytelling. And here's why. This is meant to represent a time in American history where the colonists were fighting the British, so the colonists had to be resourceful and melt down things like hinges and clasps in their own homes to make weaponry and bullets. And behind me is the Liberty Tree. If you look in the Liberty Tree, you're gonna see 13 lanterns. And these 13 lanterns represent the original 13 colonies. And over there is the Liberty Bell. Even though this is a replica, clearly, the original one is in Philadelphia, but this was made using the same mold from the original. It might be difficult to see because of the glare, but the wait time for the Haunted Mansion is 13 minutes. You know what that means? It's a walk-on. It's 0 wait time. Same thing with the Hollywood Tower of Terror. 13 minutes means you're walking right on. Okay, so right outside the Haunted Mansion is Memento Mori, the Haunted Mansion gift shop. But in the storyline that is Madame Leota, it's more than just a gift shop. It was said back in the 1690s that building was Madame Leota's home when she was mortal. She was alive and she was fleeing the Salem witch trials of that time. For those wondering who is Madame Leota and where is she in the Haunted Mansion, well, she's in the seance room right here.
Good evening, please. Toads in a pond. Let there be music from regions beyond. Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell.
Now, the real history of Madame Leota begins with a Disney Imagineer by the name of Leota Toombs Thomas. She's also the face of Madame Leota. She was a Disney Imagineer who worked on the New York World's Fair as well as Pirates of the Caribbean and, yes, the Haunted Mansion. She was also assistant projection tech working with Rolly Crump and Yale Gracie. Now, speaking of that projection system, the original face of Madame Leota was intended to be a Disney Imagineer by the name of Harriet Burns. Why this is important? Because number one, Harriet Burns was the first woman to ever work at Walt Disney Imagineering. And she was the original face intended. However, her face was too small and didn't work well with the projection system and the technology at the time. Now, as much as Leota Toombs is the face of Madame Leota, the voice was not hers. The voice of Madame Leota is Eleanor Audley. She was the voice of Maleficent as well as Lady Tremaine. A fun little side fact about Leota Toombs Thomas. Her name was originally Leota Thomas, but back in the 1940s, she was working in the animation department at Walt Disney Studios Animation and met up with a guy by the name of Harvey Toombs, and they got married, and, well, the rest is history. But back to Memento Mori. Memento Mori is a Latin term, a phrase that means remember that you have to die. That's why there are artistic representations and symbols on tombstones to remind us all that, yep, you will one day also die. So, that being said, make the best of the time that you have here on planet Earth. Love the ones you love. Be kind and gracious. And just live your best life. Because eventually, we're all gonna die anyway. But before that, lunch. And I have an idea. Let's go. Okay, before we get to our next destination, I want to announce this. The walkway to the Grand Floridian is back open again for Magic Kingdom. But we do need to talk about the storyline that is the Haunted Mansion. As we're walking, do a little walk and talk. There are different storylines out there floating around. Here's my interpretation. You enter the Haunted Mansion as a guest, as a mortal guest. And the ghost host tells you, well, there are 999 happy haunts here, but there's room for 1,000. Here's my question. Are you, or me, number 1,000? Here's why I question that. When you enter the Haunted Mansion, you're going in as a guest, right? The ghosts that you see, especially the ones that are down in the ballroom dancing, are all transparent, right? You can see through them because they're ghosts. However, when you get to the attic and you meet the bride, Constance, she is pushing you out of the window. That's when your doom buggy turns around and you're lying on your back falling out the window. She pushes you to your death. Because when you land at the base of the cemetery and you see the caretaker and his dog, all the ghosts are now solid, no longer transparent, because you are one of them. What do you think? This is perfect. This is the exit to the walkway right here, and behind us is Gasparilla Grill. Sorry, Gasparilla Island Grill. Even better. Okay, for the record, Gasparilla Island Grill, lunch starts at 11. A couple options here. You can get the classic PB&J Uncrustable. Nah. There's an Impossible Burger right there. But I'm eyeing this right here. Tofu Korean Barbecue Bowl. $15.79. Korean barbecue sauce, lemon-scented jasmine rice, and seasoned vegetables. And the little icon right there shows that it is made without animal meat, dairy, eggs, and honey. Let's see how it tastes. And here is lunch. It's very hot. Looks yummy. But how does it taste? That's the question. I'll let you know. Okay, this is so good. The rice is cooked perfectly. I love the rice. The veggies are crisp and fresh. Tofu could be a little crispier. I like crispy tofu, but seasoned very well. Good bite. And down below are all these amazing vegetables. Look at that. Covered in that barbecue sauce. Some fresh scallion. And who doesn't love baby corn? It's like the vegetables are sauteed, but in the bottom here, it's almost like they're pickled. Oh look, there's a little edamame. Good stuff. And I am loving these peas. I guess they're peas, right? What kind of peas are these? They're delicious, what they are. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's get some of that jasmine rice in there. That barbecue sauce. And a bite of that tofu. The star of the show, to me, is number one, these snap peas, I guess they're called, I'm not sure. But also, this delicious barbecue sauce down here. So savory. I would say, success. And can we talk about this view? Straight ahead, right there in the center of your screen, is Cinderella Castle. I have to make this exit very, very quickly because my battery's about to die on my camera. So thank you for watching and tuning in, all that fun stuff. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It's all free to do so. And tap that little bell for notifications when new videos come live from yours truly. Thanks again. I appreciate you guys watching. And love you. Bye.